Testing. 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 We're good. Alright! Oakland Ocean, Edmonton Eagles. Here we go! Hold on. Need to make sure just... Okay, so... Oh, Edmonton wins game 1 and game 1 4-2. They won game 2 6-3, and then that happened. Yeah, then the 5-3 game a few days ago. Oakland Ocean, Edmonton Eagles. Here we go. Game 4. Oakland was able to stay alive. Yeah, I'll get into the whole spiel. Yeah, there's a special text game. We only use it for one game. One game. Perfect. Here we go. The Oakland Ocean and the Edmonton Eagles. Game 4. Enjoy. Hello and welcome to Bayfront Stadium, the Oakland Ocean, the Edmonton Eagles. Game 4. Series tied at 2. Series could be tied at 2. 2-1 in favor of Edmonton. Oakland with a big win, 5-3 a few days ago. And Game 5 is a big if. If Oakland wins, we'll have Game 5, but if the Eagles win, we move on. The Ocean, another elimination game. They have to stay alive. Who will win? We will find out. The Oakland Ocean, Edmonton Eagles, Game 4 of Round 2 is next. Stick around. Taking the battle for the Oakland Ocean will be Joe Ryan, who's only had one postseason start so far. 2.70 ERA, 38.5% strike ERA, 3.8% walk rate, and a .71 whip, 2.57 ERA. We'll see how it does. 7 innings pitched so far. 1-0 is his record. Bryson Stott leading off, the second baseman for the Edmonton Eagles, adding just 143 over the postseason as he throws a slider inside. That'll be strike 1. We are underway. Underway here, Bayfront Field on that late Christmas Eve. We'll have a Christmas game tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. We'll be on time, 7 o'clock for Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific. So tune into that. He'll be tap fouled by Bryson Stott on the count of ball and 2 strikes. And it'll be popped up right above home plate. And Colton Rocket under it, able to make the catch. 1 down for the Edmonton Eagles. There's Brandon Marsh, the center fielder for the Eagles. So, and there's your lineup. So center fielder Brandon Marsh. to the plate. He's also batting under 200. Batting at 182 here in the playoffs for Edmonton. Let them hang. They had a really good start, and then game 3 was, I mean, it looked like they were gonna sweep the Oakland Ocean, and then Oakland knocked their socks off and a grand slam to walk it off 5-3.
1-2.
I don't remember who it was from. Oh my gosh, who did it? It was just a few days ago. Swing and a miss to Brandon Marsh as he goes down swinging. 2 down here in the first. This crowd's already energized here at Bayfront Stadium. In Oakland, it'll be a 4-seamer. Top of the zone, strike 1. Christmas is upon us. Merry Christmas. I hope you enjoy your Christmas. And now we down the right field line, but Henderson fouls it off. In 161 regular season games for Connors Henderson, he is sitting at a 5.9 WAR. Just counting his regular season stats. He does not need that batting. He's almost below 100. He's batting 111. Takes it inside, 2-2.
2-2.
Joe Ryan with the 2-2 to Henderson. That'll be splitter tap foul. Keeps being and going for Edmonton. Which they're definitely looking for a bounce back game to in this series. We fly ball to left. Oh, he's running. Is he going to be able to get there? Yes, he will. And now, in the top of the first, we're going to the Oakland Ocean first. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Eagles after 1. Second the mound will be Garrett Whitlock for the Edmonton Eagles. 32 regular season appearance for 147 innings pitched, 41 ERA, 131 whip, 92 strikeouts, 14.4% walk, strikeout rate, and a 5% walk rate for Garrett Whitlock. We'll see how he does. So some good regular season stats, but he hasn't appeared in the postseason for Edmonton just yet. But he'll get his opportunity here tonight. And it's an elimination game for Oakland, so again, they have to win to keep their season alive. First pitch, it'll be off the plate, ball 1. And Whitlock deals. So they're just outside, 2-0 top, upper outside corner there. So for Edmonton, it's going to be really interesting to see how they come back after the win a few days. The humiliating loss a few days ago when they were up 3-0 going into the 9th, and then they lose it 5-3. Matt Wallner, his walk-off grand slam, win it 5-3 to the Ocean. That'll be ball 4 to Michael Garcia with a leadoff walk. Here comes Jody Clifford, the third baseman. Back to first. And he's called safe. Michael Garcia. Let's see. Garcia's safe at first. First pitch to Clifford.
Yep.
Nice cutter at the knees. Strike 1. Let's take it off for second base. That'll be down the left field line. That's going to be a base hit. 2 runners on. First and second for the Oakland Ocean with nobody out. Clifford with a single down the left field line. So he gets a really good swing on. And if he wasn't on that ball like he was, that probably could have been turned into a double. And J-Rod fouls it off. And right, but a good swing by J-Rod. Julio Rodriguez, 1 homer, 5 RBIs here in the postseason, batting .350 with a 1,009 OPS. Oakland's, they're looking hopeful. Gonna be ground ball right to second. There's one. There's a double play, but Garcia takes third base on the 4-6-3 double play for the Eagles. So it is a productive double play. That last play looked really close too, but there's Matt Warner, the man, the myth, the legend, who walked off with a walk-off grand slam in Game 3. Can he replicate his performance? Another standout performance? We will see, but that was an incredible game for him. That one swing won them the game. Romo raced to the bag, that'll be out number 3, and that ends the first. We're going to the second. Oakland Ocean with a couple hits. We'll just look up with a hit, and then Eagles turn to double A. We're going to the second. And letting off is Riley Green here in the second for the Eagles. So left fielder Riley Green, the plate batting is exactly 100, so the Eagles lineup struggling hitting. That might be part of the reason, well, they did struggle hitting late in Game 3, which part of the downfall. None of the games were really blowouts either for the Eagles. They were all pretty close. That the first two that they won were pretty close. In Game 3, Game 3 they didn't, even though that, they won by. Despite seeming to have such an advantage in Game 3, 1, they still lost. 2, the lead wasn't even that big. As Riley Green goes down swinging, second strikeout for Joe Ryan here in the second. The lead was, they had just the 3 runs to the board, and then it disappeared in the 9th. Like a snap of the button. A snap of a finger. Press of a button, whatever phrase you want to use. As the third baseman Nolan Arenado with an 0-1 count. 2 home runs and 4 RBIs this postseason, batting .636. So, not as many performances, which that's what allows for a batting average that high. 10-time Gold Glover, Nolan Arenado. An incredible performance there. The 3 Eagles postseason games so far. And the 0-2 pitch. That'll be tapped foul. And one. Next half we'll be doing, hopefully like Saturday we can start the conference final and be done Wednesday or Thursday, then maybe Monday or Tuesday we're going to be done with, the league will be over. And 2 weeks left at the most. Maybe 2.5 if it's really stretched out. At the most, so we're going to end that like the first week of January. So it's going to bleed into 2026. There'll be a ground ball up the middle there, but there's a grab, throw to first, got him, 2 down. So 2 outs here in the second. Right fielder Colton Kaiser to the plate. There's ball 1. So Kaiser here for the Eagles. Not taking the best swings, I can tell. He took some pitches in the zone and he swung up at that high cheese pitch. And there's strike 3 to Colton Kaiser. We're going to the Oakland second. No score after 1.5 innings. Bottom of the second, Colton Rocket, the Rocket Man, leading off for the Ocean. He is catching He's been their catcher this entire postseason and much of the regular season for Oakland. The Rocket Man. And he let an absolute bullet down the line, foul on the first pitch of the first at bat of the ball game. It'll be strike one. It's a sign of things to come. We will see. And the line. Okay, let me see what they do. Strike two. Batting 389, which that's a really solid number. Swing on that ball's gonna get away. And Colton Rocket will easily take first base despite striking out. Advancing a wild pitch. There's Luke Raleigh. Throw back towards second. Rocket safe. There's strike one. No one on the count to Luke Raleigh. I'm running 4 RBIs. Batting .294. And the 0-1 will be down low on a sinker. Strike two. 5-year career, Luke Raleigh with 4 teams between Major League Baseball and now the National Baseball League. Swing to miss. And that will be strike three. Luke Raleigh goes down swinging. Ezekiel Tovar, throw back to second, go back to first. Colton Rockets still on first base for the Ocean.
No, that's the ball.
And it'll be that down low. They call a ball one to Ezekiel Tovar. Second, that'll be balling out the plate. On the plate, that'll be short. Even the count. Well, the count's 1-1 to Tovar and the pitch. High fly ball that'll be in foul territory, 1-2. So this Ocean team, they're early on. I mean, they're getting hits. Not necessarily big and flashy just yet. They're definitely on an upward swing. They brought the play 2-2 to Ezekiel Tovar. 2-2. Pop up first base side. Jogs back just a bit. And waits for it, makes the catch. 2 down here in the Oakland second. Left fielder Addison Barger at the plate. 2 RBIs here in the bottom of the second inning. Fire on the plate, ball 1. So we did get a hit in game 3, so looking to change that here in game 4. It'll be triple chance. They call that a strike, and the fans they are having it. They're just gonna sit and accept that. Rebels gonna take go to first, and they make the connection. That'll be on number 3, and we're going to the third. A long throw there for Gunnar Henderson. Plus the diving play. What a nice diving play, then the length of throw. He was a bit, I mean, it wasn't crazy, but he was a bit out. Plus it was a bit late. It was a little later than usual, but he still made the throw in time. In the 1-0. I'm McClain in the top of the third. That'll be ball two. Back-to-back pitches from Joe Ryan off the plate. Still a scoreless game here in the third. As Ryan deals, it'll be a ground ball right towards second. Luis Angel Acuna throws to Luke Raley, and there's out number one here in the Eagles' third inning. First baseman Spencer Torkelson to the plate for the Edmonton Eagles. Home run and 3 RBIs in the postseason. It's Edmonton, I mean, they were doing something pretty good offensively. Now they're struggling. Now they're starting to struggle. 0-1 count here to Joe Ryan, the pitch. And it'll be in the right center field. That's a base hit. That one splits the gap. Torkelson is going for one. Is he going to try for two? He'll stop at first with a 1-out single. So, Torkelson award for Edmonton. So a long run there. I'm impressed he kept him to a single. Andy Rodriguez, bottom of the order to the plate, and who would not Alex? What is that? Somebody that's really baseball in the Phillies. I remember it. Top of the order's on deck for Edmonton. There's the 1-1. And the count's now 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Andy Rodriguez. Or Seamer, 1-2. Looking for the. Ryan looking to strike out Rodriguez here. Maybe turn double play. It'll be a ground ball. It'll be foul. Count stays 1 ball, 2 strikes. They've been able to tell me hit on the board, but they haven't been able to do much else. Oakland, they've done the same thing several times over. Well, they did end up turning a double play, but grounding into a double play. Eagles haven't done offensively yet. That'll be popped up. That'll be foul. Back behind the plate. 2-2 the count. And Ryan's going to line and deal the pitch for 2-2. We fouled again into the left field corner. Pretty slow start to this ball game for both sides. So we'll see how this turns out. Another 2-2. Check swing, umpire. He calls it strike 3. 2 down here, top of the third inning. 4th strikeout for Joe Ryan. Bryson Stott to the plate. That's who it was. Bryson Stott. 0 for 1 today. Looking to make amends here in Oakland. Takes that one inside, and that'll be ball 1. Bryson Stott, you can see the crowd here. Sharon. For not only Joe Ryan, but the solo Twin Ocean Ball Club. Looking to come back from 2 down.
1 ball, 1 strike.
I mean, it's the same as 3 down in a 7-game series, which that's what you're going to get in the conference final and the NBL championship finals. Well, the NBL conference finals and the championship series. The NBL championship series. If I just say championship series, they're going to think we're talking the AL and NLCS. No, we're not talking Major League Baseball. This is a custom league. Counts 2-2. The Bryson Stott the pitch. High fly ball to deep right field, but it's foul. Good swing by Stott, though. Another Joe Ryan 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out top of the upper outside corner with a slider. And we're going to the Oakland third. Still scoreless. Going to the bottom of the third. And letting off the third inning for the Oakland Ocean will be the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. So Oakland here. And Edmonton still in a scoreless duel. Doing round 2. They've been looking. chasing a conference finals appearance. And Oakland barely made it. They made it by a thread. And they're almost like... This team's... Oakland's just the best team in like a really bad division. There's a ground ball that. That's our second base. Scott's hard throw to first. Got him one down here in the third. And some fans booing over that because that was a surprisingly close throw. Scott, yeah. They say when he was on the bag, that was a little bit. It looked close in real time, but which way it was. And that does happen a lot. Where when you see it looks close, but then you wonder when it was in, it's like it wasn't really that close. It looked close. It's just because of speed. The DH, Michael Garcia, who is also the leadoff hitter. He had to play with no one count and one out here in the bottom of the third for the Ocean. 1 for 4 in Game 3. Might have contributed to that in the ninth inning. In the ninth inning, what do you call it? Rally, that's the word I was thinking of. Might have been part of that rally, but I don't know. Oakland did a really good job rallying troops to their side and getting that win in quite the fashion too, with a grand slam. So Garcia strikes out swinging. 2 down here in the third. Edmonton with a 2-1 series lead. Here in the that's baseball. That's baseball. Major League Baseball. No. This is the National Baseball. It is like a rival to it. Jody Clifford, third baseman for the Oakland Ocean, with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Both teams could use a spark there. Pitch. So it's going to be tapped foul. Strike 2. 4.4 more for Jody Clifford in the regular season through 141 games. And put some of those skills you learned from the regular season to maybe take what you've learned and apply that. Oakland, I mean, they're fighting for their lives. And he struck out in a sinker. That'll be strike 3, and we're going to the 4th. Still a scoreless ball game after 3. We're going to the 4th. Brandon Marsh, the center fielder, leading off for the Edmonton Eagles. That'll be a high fly ball. That'll be foul. Strike 1, but a good swing off the end of the bat of Brandon Marsh. And it'll be ground ball for Brandon Marsh. Hitting the center field, a base hit. Leadoff single for the Eagles. Here on the 4th for Brandon Marsh. Good swing, gets it right up the middle there. And the Oakland Ocean, they don't got a shortstop or the second baseman. They're both in their spots, and that spot's just wide open. That can be risky a lot of the time, since there's I know what you're trying to do. You're preparing for balls to go down their way, but if it goes in the middle, it's doomsday. That ball's you're not gonna get to it. There's no way. So Gunnar Anderson had to play with an 0-1 count. Top of the 4th inning. Joe Ryan already both 50 pitches. He pitched 52. That'll be forcing right lower inside corner at the knees. 0-2. 110 RBIs for Gunnar Henderson in the regular season. And he swings at one of the worst sweepers I've seen here in the playoffs. 6 strikeouts for Joe Ryan. That was a terrible sweeper. It almost hit Gunnar Henderson, but he still swung at it. And Joe Ryan got strikeout number 6 here in the ball game. So he's having a pretty good, solid performance for the Oakland Ocean. So here comes the Riley Green for the Eagles. .91, so overall, this team isn't hitting well in the playoffs. He struck out once tonight. And back to Brian Marsh. Well, he was safe.
Ball two.
That's ball two. That's gonna be ball two.
No strike.
And green fouls one into the right field corner. So this Eagles team, I mean, Oakland a little bit. Oakland's doing it too, but Edmonton they just can't. It's like almost they're trying to get something started, and then the pitcher kind of forces them to hit a brick wall. That's what Oakland's having the same issue. It's a pitching dominant ball game. It'll be a high fly ball to deep left center field. Bit of a long run. Hey, he's able to run it down. There's the throw to second base to keep the only Edmonton runner at first. Nice run by the Oakland center fielder. Third baseman Nolan Arenado to the plate for Edmonton. Top of the fourth inning. Nobody strike one. 1,959 hit. Rare hits for Nolan Arenado. One hit, so that's over 13 seasons, so he's a seasoned professional baseball player, especially in Major League Baseball. And now he's into the National Baseball League. Ryan's 1-1. First seamer, that'll be 2-1. Nolan Arenado batting .583 overall in the playoffs. Just the 3 games that the Edmonton Eagles have played. Down's 2-2. Oh, that ball's gonna get away. He's gonna take off for second base. And he's kind of run down. They take him at second. And that's gonna end the top of the fourth for going to the Oakland Ocean fourth. Still a scoreless ball game. Starting to get a bit wacky though. Leading off for the Oakland Ocean is Julio Rodriguez. So J-Rod back to the batter's box for Oakland. This crowd, they're still excited. They still got the pom-poms out, they got the towels out, they got this, that, and the other, cheering on this ball club. I mean, they're trying to do a Julio chance, here they come, just listen. I mean, this team is they're trying to go against all odds, the ultimate underdog type of stuff. Just listen. Come on to the center field. Shot, and the first gets out J-Rod. So here comes. And the reaction time there from Bryson Stott. You need as an infielder. You need good reaction time. You don't have that, you ain't making the cut. Which is not necessarily the case of outfield, but that can still be helpful. Because in the outfield, what more you need to be able to track that ball. That's what you need. And you need to be able to see where it is, and then follow the thing. And for some, for me, I mean, my experience has been easier, but I haven't been faced with really hard throws. So I've only really done like practices. I haven't actually played a game, but I don't really see. Once I'll be on the field playing with them, playing baseball. I'm at least practicing. Now it's 2-1 to Matt Wallner. And we drum right towards third base. Sidearm to Furnace. A long throw for a That was just like a sidearm, you know. You didn't just use the sheer force. There comes Rocket Man! Reminds me when Elton John called Donald Trump Rocket Man. That was funny. And that song. You know. Yeah, you know. You know how Rocket Man. You don't know how Rocket Man goes? Go type it in YouTube or whatever. Spotify, Apple Music. Go type it in and go listen to it. It's a good song. One Capricorn Rocket will be out to play on a slider. 1-1 D for the count. Just having the last name Rocket. That is the coolest. That is just. You get extra brownie points from me. That's a good way to put it. I just love that name. One of my favorite player. Oh, good grab by Torkelson. Right, run to the bag to get out Colton Rocket. And we're going to the foul. Still scoreless after 4. So letting out the fifth, Nolan Arenado once again to the plate. Joe Ryan still on the mound. And there'll be a pop fly, foul territory. Luke Rayleigh, I believe, makes the catch. 1 down on the first pitch in the 5th inning for the Oakland Ocean. Yes. Get out your fishing boats. Go to the Oakland. Get on to the San Francisco Bay. Go fish with your Oakland Ocean flag celebrating. That'll be a blast to deep right field for Cowser. Wait it back there. Goodbye, home run. 445 feet for Colton Cowser. Solo blast here in the 5th inning, and it's 1-0 Edmonton. And the Eagles break the ice first. Here in Game 4 of Round 2. Absolute moonshot. Because he hit that thing a mile high, a mile deep. I thought that was pretty close to going into the second deck. 445 feet, 111 off the bat. Holy cow. Here's Yaimer Candelario. So Candelario takes the fastball just above the bell. That'll be strike 1. So batting 200 here in the playoffs. Rounded out his first time. 67 pitch for Joe Ryan. Foul. Rough slide there from Joe Ryan. That's 1-2. He's been pretty solid. Been getting a few strikeouts. Just throwing a little bit off the plate, but I've definitely seen worse. Swag and a miss. And he struck Yaimer Candelario 0-2 down here in the Edmonton 5th. 7 strikeouts for Joe Ryan. And the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson, who got to hit his first time for the Eagles, back to the batter's box. Back up to bat. That's the name of the YouTube channel. 1-0 count to Torkelson. So this Eagles team, Cowser gave him a spark. Now, how can they carry the torch with them? That is the question. Ball will be foul to third base side. In the left field corner foul. Alright, looking for another strikeout. The 1-2 to Torkelson. And he got his wish. Another strikeout for Joe Ryan. But Colton Cowser in the meantime with a solo bomb at 111 miles per hour off the bat. And it's 1-0 Eagles after going to the bottom of the 5th. And bottom of the 5th, leading off for the Oakland Ocean will be Luke Rayleigh. Oakland
No, that's the
looking
ball.
for
One ball.
a
No
boost.
strike.
The match on go on thanks to Colton Townsers. 111 mile an hour bomb. Luke Rayleigh's got the juice.
Ah!
Although can he deliver?
One ball.
Has a bonus strike. They think it's a check swing, which I'd agree. It looks like a check swing, not an actual swing. That's 1-1 to Luke Rayleigh. That's going to be high fly ball. It's going to go in deep left. It'll be foul. That's 1-2. It'll be down low. 2-2. The count's even to Luke Rayleigh. Swing and a miss in the dirt. Throw's going to be off the bag. Luke Rayleigh will be safe. Dorkelson was forced to go off the bag, allowing Luke Rayleigh to be safe despite getting struck out. Bottom of the 5th inning, Ezekiel Tovar. Play with nobody out just yet. They call it a high, and the crowd is not having it. This Oakland team's clearly energetic. Back to first base, Luke Rayleigh's spelled safe. So far, 0 for 1 today for the Oakland Ocean. Definitely going to be looking there to get that swing, get the ball down. Get Luke Rayleigh second, get on base. And that would be Tovar's goals right now. Yeah. And there'll be a high fly ball. This one gonna go to deep left field. And goodbye, home run. And the Ocean answer back. And they take the lead. First playoff homer of the postseason for Ezekiel Tovar. And the Ocean take the lead. It's 2-1. They're in game 4. He's just looking to get a base hit. We got that and a whole bunch more. Huge home run for the Oakland Ocean. And they now have a 2-1 lead. And this is the beauty of baseball, folks. It can be almost a certain lead. As when we proved in Game 3 of this series, you can think that one team's going to win for absolute sure, and then everything be swept. Everything about that being swept from under the rug. And there's a base hit for Addison Barger. Oh, it's going to get by him. It's all the way to the wall. And he's up for second. And he stops there with a double. A no-out double here in the 5th. After a 2-run blast. This kind of mistake, Edmonton, they're struggling out here. It looks like they're starting to collapse a little bit. Here's Luisangelo Acuna, bottom of the 5th inning. 2-run blast plus a double. Nobody right at first, so he mishandled it. I throw to first. They say he's safe. Are you kidding me? What a run by Luisangelo Acuna. This is unbelievable. Look. Almost for sure out. And he beat the throw. Are you kidding? Holy mackerel. And Addison Barger's on third base. And there's still nobody out. This is bananas. There's Michael Garcia. That'll be down low in a sinker, strike 1. Oh, the crowd's going now. What a 5th inning. What a 5th inning. Crowd is standing on their feet right now.
No.
They're going 1-1. These batters, I'm surprised they're not louder. They're loud. They're visible. Just you can see them. Bottom of the fifth, Garcia. The 1-2. Taps a foul. For the piece of his sweeper, foul, 1-2 2 strikes to Michael Garcia. And Garcia with a blast. Still on lead for Michael Garcia in the Oakland Ocean. They'll get a ground ball. That's going to get through a base hit. Another run will score. An RBI single for Michael Garcia. Nobody out in his 3-1 Ocean here on the bottom of the fifth. Oakland continues to turn the gears here in Game 4 in the fifth inning. The bleeding for the Eagles has not stopped. And Darryl Locke's his day is done on the mound for the Eagles because they can't stop the bleeding. I mean, things seem to be collapsing. So the brilliant Sean Armstrong has played 1 inning of the postseason. 0.2 innings. He pitched a full inning. 50% strikeout rate. So he struck out one of 2 batters. And Edmonton in kind of a tough spot. Ground ball. There's one. And they're back to first. Double play. Runner advances to third, though. So another one of these productive double plays. A 3-6-1 Eagles double play. The pitch. Oh yeah, and then he goes to cover for first, and he does a really good job of it too. Good job by Sean Armstrong here. Down bottom of the fifth, but if Giron gets a hit, it's 4-1 Edmonton. It's 4-1 Oakland. Ground ball. Right at third. Long throw to first base. And Torkelson able to get the ball in time. That's out number 3, but not before the Oakland Ocean. One get a 2-run homer plus an RBI makes it 3-1 after 5. 1 inning. Looking off the 6th for the Edmonton Eagles will be Andy Rodriguez, the Eagles catcher. Top of the 6th.
Ball, no.
Forcing will be inside. That should be a strike. As I'm happy to probably do not loud enough about that. Well, you can make some more noise over that, but one that's going to be in the center field. And easy catch in center field. We're at number 1. He did his job and he did it well. He didn't get lost in the sun. He didn't pay attention. He did not let that ball lose him, and he made it as well. Those who got the race and stop on top of the 6th. Hasn't got a hit so far in the ball game. Alright, look for another strikeout. He's almost at 80 pitches now. We're down low, so pitch 80 will be on the way. 79 total pitches for Joe Ryan. I mean, he's getting it done. Other than the solo home run, he's really getting it done. Fastball that pitch 80. Upstairs, 2-2 to brace and stop. Pitch. And he struck him out. 9 strikeouts for Joe Ryan. He is doing fantastic here in Game 4. High fly ball for Brandon Marsh on the first pitch he sees. The deep right center field towards the wall. And J. Rod able to run it down to win the top of the sixth. Matt Warner will lead off the Oakland sixth in just a moment. So Joe Ryan tearing it up on the mound with nine strikeouts. Here is the right fielder, Matt Warner. He had a walk-off grand slam in Game 3 of this series. When Oakland went into the ninth inning of that game down 3-0, and then they won it 5-3. Goes up. Thompson and Hernandez warming up at the bullpen. The Edmonton Eagles. Bottom of the sixth inning. And we down the third base line for Matt Warner. That's going to be all the way to the wall. And Warner's checking off for two. And he stays at first. Why did he not go for a second base? But, you know what I mean? Here's the Rocket Man. Takes fastball top of the zone. Strike one inside. Strike out and ground out today. Swing and a nice sweeper, strike two. Inside the front rock and the counts 1-2. He does gotta work on his, swing at the right pitches there. Just say what I mean. He strikes out swinging, and here's that number one here in the Oakland sixth. First baseman Luke Rayleigh to the play for the Oakland Ocean. Fastball in there, strike one. High fly ball, that'll be foul, strike two from Luke Rayleigh. No, two Luke. So Luke Rayleigh. And Armstrong struck him out. Second strikeout for Sean Armstrong here in the Oakland sixth. Here comes Zeke Altovar, who hit the two-run blast earlier in the ball game. He's looking to do it again. Pop up first base side. Torkelson able to get under it. Waiting. The catch will be made. Here's number 3. We're going to the 7th. 3-1 Oakland after 6. So Romano and Pam throwing up in the Oakland bullpen, which Oakland's looking very hot right now. Oakland's the underdog. Keep that in mind. They kind of had a late season crash. They struggled in the last month of the season, and then they were trying to. They fell in the early last week, and they salvaged a little bit back, but they ended up with a record of 81-81, being the only team in the Southwest Division to make an appearance this postseason. The only team in that entire division. That's 3-1 to Gunnar Anderson. And the pitch. And the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Joe Ryan looking to go double digits. 3-2. Back foul center. Gunnar Henderson. 3-2. High fly ball, foul territory. Foul off once again. And the 2. Fly ball's not gonna get down. Long run to get there. It's gonna get down a base hit for Gunnar Anderson. He's gonna lead off single here on the 7th for the Eagles. Edmonton still got something left in them. They're in game 4. And they need to continue that momentum, just like Oakland has. So Joe Ryan's done, but he had quite the game. 9 strikeouts. Played all the way to the 7th inning. There's Jordan Romano coming in. Postseason appearance so far. Perfect ERA. Well, no ERA really. Just pitch defensive in there. Ball 1 around the green. And the one that'll be upstairs, it'll be UTC basketball ball too. And this Oakland fan base, you can hear them. They're not happy. Pitch. That's 2-1. Now, interesting to see is how these storylines develop. Right now, Oakland, despite the circumstances, they're doing a fantastic job in the playoffs. 2-2 to Riley Green. They'll be fouling once again. Man, there's nobody out. Still. Nobody out. Yeah, in this inning. It's going to be a lengthy inning. And Romano struck out Riley Green. One down here in the 7th. First day for Romano tonight. Here comes Nolan Arenado, top of the 7th for the Eagles. Got off strike 1 for Nolan Arenado. And the Oakland here. I mean, the ideal play would be a double play, but Oakland for Edmonton, it would be a home run. I mean, this game is tied. It's kind of like the 2 extremes. High fly ball. This one gonna go into deep right field towards the corner. And Walter runs it down. Throwed it longer to second base. And we're gonna take second base for the Eagles. Down here in the 7th, there's Colin Cowser, right fielder. Gunnar Anderson now on second base.
That's a strike.
No bad swing there from Colin Cowser. He was swinging maybe a fastball and that pitch went down. Made him look silly. One quick pitch from Romano. That'll be trying to clip the corner. Strikes out. This place is really on their feet. They're going nuts. 2 strike pitch from Jordan Romano. By the plate, 1 and 2.
1-2.
Wins and lose just over that. The volume in here is through the roof. The 1-2. Down low slider 2-2. Now the mood is increasing on Jordan Romano. They're pouring out over him. The 2-2. Swing, and he struck him out. Big strikeout. 7th inning stretch. Are going to the Oakland 7th. They're bringing Ryan Thompson for the Eagles. That was a hype moment for the Ocean. I mean, they're riding high right now, so a tough job for Ryan Thompson coming in. He only got one out in the postseason, so here comes left fielder Addison Marger. Ryan Thompson, yeah, he's got a tough job. So Oakland's crowd is fired up. Birds are batting 187, bottom of the 7th inning here. He's coming in. Ninth in the order, bottom of the order is up. Center on the plate, that'll be ball 1. Center tap foul by Addison Marger, 1-1. And then it'll be fair ball down the right field line. Marger for 1, he's gonna slide in for 2, and he's in there. So Marger with the leadoff double here in the Oakland 7. I genuinely thought that was a foul ball. And then Oakland's lucky that was a fair ball. Bottom of the order, Alessandro Acuna almost gets hit. One count to Alessandro Acuna. Ball 1 pitch will be sliding, will be tap foul, 1-1.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
There is ball 2 to Acuna. And a 2-1. Off the plate, 3-1. 3-1 to Acuna. That'll be ball 4, and then I'll walk him. 2 on for the Ocean here in the Oakland 7th. With Michael Garcia coming into the batter's box. 2-1, nobody out. Strike 1.
Ball.
With the 1-1 pitch to Garcia. Down into the seats. 1-2.
Ball 2.
Fly ball to deep right field. It'll be due deep. And the catch is made, he'll try and tag. And the throw will be not in time. Runners in the corners. For the Ocean. Here comes Jody Clifford. Bottom of the 7th inning, Jody Clifford to the batter's box for Oakland.
No.
Fastball, play ball 1.
Yep.
Struck him. No. Got him there with a sinker, 1-1. Almost like struck him out. Not yet. Gotta say the magic word. Bravo right to a second. For first, a run will score. 4-1 Ocean. Sacrifice single for Jody Clifford. And breakers of the fourth Oakland run here in the Oakland 7. Here's Julio Rodriguez, aka J-Ron, for the Ocean. Two down here at the bottom of the 7th, 4-1 Oakland. They're in really good shape. Ramo right at second. You go to first. Torkelson gets him. That'll be strike 3. Sacrifice single. And the Ocean extend their way by 1. It's a 3-run lead. They lead at 4-1 going into the 8th. So Joe Pams, 67% strikeout rate, 66.7% to be exact. And that's just on him. So Amber Candelaria coming in top of the 8th inning. So it's a pretty good strike 1. Oakland is 2 outs away from forcing Game 5, which we will cover. And this here is just really fascinating.
1-2.
Is doing a slider that'll be down low. And he struck him out. One down top of the 8th. First day for Pams. Top of the 8th, 0-1 count to Spencer Torkelson. Chasing slider foul, strike 2. First baseman Spencer Torkelson 1 for 2 today, Fred. And Pam strikes him out. 2 down top of the 8th. Oakland's they're marching closer and closer to actually making a conference final appearance, despite being probably the worst team that's made the playoffs. This is the equivalent, I mean, it seems pretty close to the equivalent of the Reds trying to actually beating the Dodgers. This is that. Ground ball at first base. Run to the bag. And we are going to the Oakland 8th. Oakland 3 outs away from forcing Game 5. Jose Hernandez coming in. He's only played 1 postseason game here, so we'll see what he does. Jose Hernandez facing first the right fielder, Matt Wallner. 4th in the lineup, Cone Rocket on deck. Well, we'll see how this goes.
1-0.
High fly ball to deep right, foul. The count's even a ball on the strike. Check the change up, tap down. Right. Getting closer and closer and actually pulling this off. Upset in this series. With fly ball center field. Marsh going back. He's able to run down at the warning track, and there's one down here in the Oakland 8th. Here comes the Rocket Man once again. The floating rocket, the Ocean catcher. In the Ocean.
Ball, go.
Just a single change up, but the count's 1-1. One pitch. Fastball inside, 2-1 the count. The Colton Rocket. 2 balls and 1 strike. And the count's 2-2 foul. And Rocket fights off that slider foul, 2-2. Fastball, there'll be a called strike 3. The Finns are unhappy with that decision. First strikeout for Jose Hernandez. And here comes Luke Raley once again.
No, that's a ball.
Upstairs ball 1, 3 strikeouts and a run scored for Luke Raley today.
Ball, no. 2-0 to
Ball 2 to Luke Raley. 2 outs bottom of the 8th. Oakland is 3 outs away. Ground ball Norris first. And a run to the bag. And then the 8th. We're going to the 9th. Oakland Ocean, 3 outs away from forcing Game 5. Tyler Holm coming to close it out. The leader of the year here in the National Baseball League. 59 regular season games played at .7 with .90 ERA. What a year. What a regular season for Tyler Holton. And he's going to force getting. He's going to try and force Game 5. Ground ball, that's going to get through. Leadoff base hit for Bryson Stott to start the 9th. So Edmonton's got a bit of hope here. But they got a long way to go. Here comes Brandon Marsh. Started to be strike 1. Crowd on their feet, they're all standing.
No.
Moment, strike out number 3 is called. This place is gonna erupt. And we fly ball into deep right field. And you see running catch there from Mount Warner. There's one down about top of the 9th. 2 outs away. Gunnar Anderson, the shortstop. To the batter's box. Ground ball, that's gonna get through into the gap and left for a base hit. 2-1, 1 out here in the 9th inning for Edmonton. And I'll bring the tying run to the plate. Riley Green. Better strike 1 top of the zone. Maybe a bit of nervousness. Some boos. Might not be able to do this. Down 0-2, but they're not far off. You just can't screw this up. These 2 outs away. The strikeout pitch will be sinker tap foul.
Ball
2, that'll
outside.
be Cutter, that'll be 1 and 2 off the plate. Green. They're not happy about that call. Major booing here at Bayfront Stadium. Won't look to second, the pitch.
2-2.
Grouper down low, 2 and 2. No, it's not the point. This is a time when accuracy is not accurate. Could be the difference. I mean, in the center field, a base hit. 1 run will score. The throw on. So an RBI single for Riley Green. And the Eagles game. They got within a couple runs. It's a 4-2 ball game. Edmonton may be able to reclaim the mantle and force the bottom half of the ninth there. But a lot of things need to go right for the Eagles in order for that to happen. Third ball 1. Holton might get the pull soon. Look at this crowd. Just look. Wow. Every fan in the building is on their feet, even if they're not cheering for Oakland.
Yep.
It's an incredible thing that stuff like this is even possible. I mean, it's impressive. 1 and 2 the count. And there's strike 3. Arenado goes down, looking. And the Ocean are 1 out away from a trip. No, they're 1 out away from Game 5 with a chance to somehow make it into a conference finals. And that's what they're fighting for, the game to make that a possibility. Because if there's ball out, but now they're 3 strikes away from forcing that Game 5 that they need to win this series. I mean, this is the ultimate clapback after the standings, the way we see the standings. Edmonton being the top of the Northwest. Edmonton taking games 1 and 2 of the series. And Oakland says, not so fast. In the coolest way possible. A grand slam walk-off. Now they're about to force Game 5. They're 2 strikes away. 2-1. Tap foul. 2 and 2. 1 strike away. 2-2. Fans on their feet. 2-2 to Colton Kaiser. The pitch. Swing gonna be a ground ball. That's gonna get through a base hit. 1 run will score. No, the bases just stay loaded. Bases loaded, 2 out, bottom of the 9th. Holmes in a tough spot, and they're gonna pull the plug. And he's got a tough inning. So his day is done. So they're gonna bring in Luis Ortiz. I mean, they're pulling every big gun they have out. Season is on the line. Ortiz coming in. 2 postseason innings. Pitch 3.3 against lefties, no steal against righties. He could just be the man for the job. But his ball 1 way high. 1-0. Because 1 wrong move, and then the Eagles are right back in this game. That's the thing. Better 1-1. They're 2 strikes away. Well, Commander. Flag and a miss. 1 and 2. The fans are on their feet. They're shouting. They're waving the towels. 1-2. The Ymer Candelaria the pitch. And it's foul back. Just listen. The crowd. I'm gonna do a real simple call here. 1-2 count to Candelaria. The pitch. Change up tapped foul. You can see it. The energy. This place is about to explode. So 1-2.
Ball.
Lateral 2-2. They're
2 ball. 2 strikes.
really being stretched out. 2-2 the pitch. And there is strike 3. Luis Ortiz has just forced Game 5 of the Oakland Ocean. And they have a chance to go to a conference final if they win Game 5. Being down 2-0, now the series is tied 2 games apiece. What a 9th inning, and the Oakland Ocean win it 4-2. What a game, and I'm Thomas Ross, and I'll see ya tomorrow. We have Tampa Bay and Washington, I believe. We'll have that tomorrow, and then Saturday we're gonna cover the conclusion to this series. I'm Thomas Ross, now we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. Hopefully you enjoyed it.